Good day, everyone. I welcome you all to another episode of chemistry. Sorry, simplified chemistry, because this is actually a platform where chemistry is being simplified. And in this particular video, we'll be talking about sigma and pi bond in organic compound. But before the compound we'll be dealing with mostly is organic compound. Please take note, not just compound, it should be organic. But before we start this, I want you to take note of something very well. We have carbon to carbon, we have carbon to nitrogen, we have carbon to hydrogen, we have carbon to any other element at all. Let me just use it to make this simpler. So they can tell you what is the kind of bond that is present between carbon to carbon, carbon to nitrogen, carbon to hydrogen, or carbon to sulfur, carbon to oxygen, carbon to dash, carbon to that. So, but for us to be able to determine that, there are some two things I want you to take note of. One, a single bond consists of one sigma. A double bond consists of one sigma, one pi, while a triple bond consists of one sigma and what? 2 pi. Please, if you can get this formula very well, then I believe that we have actually answered 50%, if not 100%, of all questions on sigma and pi bond in organic compound. But let's get started. Let's say this is, okay, let me make the whole work a bit longer for clear understanding. Okay. Okay. Yeah, a bond is missing. A bond is missing. Now, a question might come in this format to your exam. How many sigma bond is present in this particular compound? Please. How many sigma bond is present? The first thing that will come to your mind is it carbon to carbon, carbon to nitrogen, carbon to hydrogen, or what? So let's assume that we are talking about carbon to carbon. So here is carbon to, this bond here is carbon to hydrogen bond, carbon to hydrogen, carbon to hydrogen. But from here to here is carbon to carbon, carbon to carbon, carbon to carbon, carbon to carbon, and carbon to what? To carbon. So for us to determine the sigma bond that is present is every single bond is sigma. So here is one sigma. This particular bond at the top is one sigma. Here is one sigma. The one at the top is what? One sigma. Here is also what? One sigma. Then let's determine the number of pi. How many pi do you have here? 0, because it's a single bond. Double bond has how many pi? 1 pi. Triple bond has how many pi? 2 pi. So here is single, here is single, here is single. So for you to get your pi bond, it must be either in double bond or in what? In triple bond. So we cannot say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 sigma bond and how many pi? 1, 2, 3, and 3 pi between carbon to carbon atom. So if you are told to add that of hydrogen, here will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be 8 sigma and how many pi? And 3 pi in the general compound. So that's how it works. But there's something I will always tell my students. Every bond is sigma. Every bond is sigma. The secondary bond or the next bond will be what? Will be pi. So that means if I have something like this bond is what? Is sigma. If I have something like this, one of them is sigma, the other one is what? Is pi. If I have something like this, one of them is sigma, while the other two is what? Is pi. Let's assume that there is something like this. That means one of them is sigma and this three will be what? Will be pi. So for every bond you see, it must be a what? A sigma bond. Why the secondary bond or the tertiary bond will not be a what? A pi bond. Now let me give you another example again so that we can easily let's say nitrogen, here will be single bond. Let's say here is triple. Here is double. Here is bonded to oxygen. Okay. Okay. Let's say here is bonded to oxygen, bonded to oxygen, bonded to hydrogen. Okay. So now let's look at this. This is a balanced structure. Let's look at this. They might ask you how many sigma bond is present between carbon to nitrogen. So this is carbon to nitrogen. Then how many sigma bond do you have there? 1. And how many pi? 2 pi, because it's triple bond. Then how many sigma bond do you have? How many sigma and pi bond do you have between carbon to oxygen? So here is carbon to oxygen, here is carbon to oxygen, here is also what? Carbon to oxygen. So carbon to oxygen here, we have 1 sigma. Carbon to oxygen here, we have 1 sigma. Carbon to oxygen here, we have 1 sigma. Then how many pi? This one that is remaining here is pi. This one that is remaining here is pi. There's no one remaining here. So we can say it has 1, 2, 3. It has 3 sigma and it has 2 what? 2 pi. But the general equation, we say 1, 2, like what I said earlier, every bond must be sigma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it has 13 sigma. Let's check for secondary bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So you have 7 what? Pi. So that's how you do it. But there's one question that is very, very common in JAMB exam and even as far as A-level exam. That is benzene. They will give you a benzene structure like this. They will try to determine the number of sigma and number of pi. In this, it will be difficult for you to write it. So first of all, you draw the benzene structure of carbon, 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 and carbon. Here's a double, a double, a double. Here is hydrogen, here is hydrogen, here is hydrogen, a hydrogen here, a hydrogen here, a hydrogen. So from this structure now, you already know that between carbon to carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 sigma. 1, 2, 3. It has what? 3 what? Pi. So every single bond has 1 sigma. Every double bond has 1 sigma, 1 pi. Every triple bond has 1 sigma. And how many pi? 2 pi. So like what I will always tell my students, every bond is what? Is sigma. So generally, carbon to carbon atom here has 6 sigma and 3 what? 3 pi. For a ring structure, that's another secret again. For a ring structure, the number of sigma is equal to the number of carbon atom. I repeat, for a ring structure, if I'm talking about carbon to carbon, for a ring structure, the number of sigma is equivalent to the number of carbon atom that is present. So how many carbon atoms do you have here? Is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of sigma will be what? Will be 6. For an aliphatic structure, which is a straight line structure between carbon to carbon atom, the answer is always number of carbon minus 1. So let's assume that this one is carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 carbon atom minus 1 will give us what? 7 sigma bond. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how it works. So any question you see like this, for example, how many sigma bond is there in heptane carbon to carbon? So heptane is already what? Hept is 7. 7 minus 1 will give us what? 6. So it has 6 sigma. So as long as it is chain, it is single. So assuming we talk about heptane, that will be 7. In is double bond. So it will be 6 sigma, then 1 what? 1 pi. So that is how you can easily get your sigma bond and your what? Your pi bond. If you find what I've explained so far very, very easy, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Gido Academy today. See you in the next episode. Like this video, drop a comment in any part you don't understand. If you actually appreciate this video, please also drop a comment in the comment section. That will be a motivation for me to do more. Share it with your friends, share with those that are finding hybridization very difficult. This is Chemistry Simplified with Gido Academy. Thank you for watching.